Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy BlkHammer. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, subscribe to it, like this video, and if you're a returning viewer, go ahead, like this video, comment down below saying what's up. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? And as you can see, we're playing a little control with a little reanimation feel to it. So once again, I am not too familiar. I don't have a higher level of expertise when it comes to building a reanimation deck, so this is the best that I can do. And of course, if you guys have any tips and tricks on how to make this build even better, let me know in the comments. Let's have that conversation, and if I do see any improvements in this build, I will definitely do another video and give props when props is due. But this is what we're gonna have to work with. So the creatures that we're going to be bringing back to the battlefield, because that's the whole point, we have 4 copies of Kyrie, the swirling sky. That's what we're gonna call this one. It's a 6-drop legendary dragon spirit with flying and ward 3 with 6/6, and it says when this creature dies, choose one. Now, for the most part, I choose the second mode, but I mean, whatever the battlefield has for you, go ahead, choose with your discretion. But the first one is return any number of target non-land permanents with total mana 6 or less to their owner's hand. So of course, if your opponent has some important permanents on the battlefield, go ahead, fly that back into their hand. But for the most part, I like the second ability, which is mill 6 cards, then return up to 2 instants and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. So of course, we have plenty of instants and sorcery speeds, and one thing that I do like is returning these back into your hand, so you can just go ahead and just keep repeating the process. And this is why this is called faithful reanimation, because once you kind of get into your zone, once this whole build is set up, it is really hard to stop unless your opponent does like a whole graveyard destruction thing, and that kind of sucks. But for the most part, we should be good. Then we got 3 copies of Mr. Jin here. I love creator cards. This is a 7-drop, and it says whenever you cast an artifact, instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. This trigger only triggers once each turn, so make sure you're not wasting that one good trigger. Make sure you make it count. And it also says whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant or sorcery spell, counter that spell. This ability triggers only once each turn. So I've seen players not even look at this card and just do a borrow wipe, and it just gets countered. It is so beautiful. Then we got 3 copies of Dusk Mangler, something like that. It's also a 7-drop, 5/4, and the first part of it, we don't want to hard cast this because we don't want to pay the cost to play this creature, because then if that's the case, this is not really a good card. But if you can go ahead, cheat it out from the graveyard, it's beautiful. So when it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a creature, discards a card, and loses 4 life. So if you can get this on the field and just keep repeating the process, you are good to go. So let's go ahead and look at all the other cards that's going to help us accomplish a win. We got 2 copies of Faithful Absence. You already know how I feel about this card. It is a great 2-drop instant spot removal. But when you're giving your opponent a clue towards the end game, especially, it's really scary. So 2 copies I think is good enough for this build. Then we got Faithful Mending. It's a 2-drop instant speed. You gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards with flashback of 3, and hopefully we're discarding, yeah, there you go, our creatures. Then we got 2 copies of Vanishing Verse. This is an OG card. We all know this card. We all love it. Exile target monocolored permanent. If your opponent is not playing monocolors, then you're kind of screwed. But for the most part, you should find something to exile. Then we got 3 copies. I'm tripping. We got 3 copies of Tainted Indulgence. Once again, this is a good draw discard effect. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card unless there are 5 or more mana values among cards in your graveyard. So make this count. Then we got 3 copies of Meat Hook Massacre because it's a great card. It's annoying playing against, but it's great using this card against your opponent. So we got 3 copies. Then we got 2 copies of Obscura Charm. It's a 3-drop instant speed. Choose one. The first mode, we're not going to be using because we don't have any permanents with mana value 3 or less. So go ahead and scratch that one out. But for the most part, you can counter target instant or sorcery spell, or destroy target creature or planeswalker with mana 3 value or less. So it's 2 in 1. You know what I'm saying? We got options. Then we got 3 copies of Void Ren. It's a 3-drop instant speed. This spell cannot be countered, which is beautiful. Then it says destroy target non-land permanent. Really simple, really easy to understand. Just get rid of it. Then we got 2 copies of Doomscar because I promise you, board wipes is not enough. You need like 10 copies of each of these if possible. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of crazy fast builds out there, and we need to at least have a board wipe by turn 3. So we got 2 copies of that. Then we got 3 copies of Graveyard Shift. It's a 5-drop sorcery spell, but it says this spell has flash as long as there are 5 or more mana value among cards in your graveyard, which you might get it. You know, it's a good chance you can, especially in the late game, but of course during the beginning or mid game you're going to be paying 5 for this. But it says return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Really simple to understand. Then we got 4 copies of Return Upon the Tide. It's a 5-drop, but you can foretell it for 2 and play it on turn 4, which we do got a nice little setup for that. But for the most part, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's it. So our plan is to turn 2 go ahead, foretell this. All right, listen, write this down. Turn 2, foretell this. Turn 3, either play Faithful Mending or Tainted Indulgence. Draw some cards, discard any creature that you might have in your hand or that you draw. And then on turn 4, of course, you play this, and then you have an advantage with a huge creature on the battlefield. We have 25 lands. I know that's really small for a control build, but we don't want to be drawing a whole bunch of lands. We want to kind of get to 5-6 lands at a decent time and go from there. Just have nothing but gas in our hand. You see what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and see how this build do. It's hammer time, baby. Let's go. All right, so we're going first. It's a good hand. My only fear is that we do not find a creature to discard in time. And I'm not sure if that's just me not having enough creatures in the build. I don't know. I think we have lots. So I was like, Black White Angels. All right. So I mean, what was he gonna play? The Valkyrie? Oh, another youthful. All right. So we're good. I thought if he was gonna play that, we might have to. But of course, we don't get what we need because when we're recording the video, none of that cool fun stuff happens. Only off camera. All right. Let's go ahead and get a white source here. We'll go ahead and set up and see what happens. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. If Youthful Valkyrie wasn't constantly getting +1 counters, then, you know, meat hook everybody. But I mean, this rate, you know, is just gonna keep prolonging that, and yeah, don't want to prolong it too much. All right. So yeah, right now we only can do 3. Yeah. Because it's not even guaranteed we're going to get a land next turn, so 2-4 is better than all that other stuff. So yeah, we should be able to. Alright, 3-5. Come on, don't play nothing. Mistake. Thank you, breakfast at noon. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and we'll just go ahead, take our time, do this right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of you now. Come on. All right, that's a good sign. Actually, that's a good sign that he's looking for answers. He's looking for something, and that's what we want. So let's go ahead, put you on the field. We're going to, yeah. I mean, might as well. You know what I'm saying? Then next turn, we should. I'll feel a lot more comfortable playing our dragon. It's just with him having a, you know, discount on angels, it's like, do we really want that trouble? We're not even fully set up. Now we're good. So if he wants to play that, what, 5/5 angel that creates angels, I think we're good. That's if he even has it. Maybe I'm just being too paranoid. Okay, I was expecting that. So he's gonna pay the ward. So now watch. This is the beautiful part. We're gonna go ahead, mill 6 cards. Hopefully we get some creatures in there, and we don't. Alright, so we're gonna, what do we want? What do we want? We want, that'd be a good one too. It's so many possibilities, but we're gonna go with these two here. Go with some spot removal and card we need. So let's go ahead and bring it on back. Bring it on back. All right, let's see what our opponent decides to do now. 5, 6, 7. Our opponent has a lot of lands, so ooh, okay. Can't really stop that. So as long as he pays the war cost, that he does have a creature that'll kind of slow him down a little bit. So thank God for the Ward 3. We're gonna go ahead and repeat the process. No, no other creature. What is going on here? So we're just gonna repeat it. Like, that's our only strategy, is just to keep bringing them back. Bring it on back. Oh, we do got, okay, beautiful. I guess I didn't see him go in there. So we'll go ahead and foretell this so it's a little cheaper on our next turn, because paying 5 mana is haste and death touch. I know he's not gonna swing in, and I was wrong. So we're not gonna block unless he is. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and play this here. Bada boom, bada bang. Our opponent's gonna have to sacrifice a creature, discard a card, and lose 4 life. Oh, it's beautiful. If it had haste, I'd. This card would be too much. This card would be too much. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, foretell. And I mean, this is just a really simple, not hard to understand, not hard to accomplish, just reanimation. And if he has a board wipe, we're gonna just bring back our sorceries back into our hand. Okay. Well, I was thinking like, should I just kill it or should I just kind of prolong this game to kind of get as much content as possible? But our opponent decided to choose his own fate. But it's cool. We win. It's our first game, so I'm not gonna get too excited. So let's go to the next one and see how we do. Let's go. All right, so we are going first. We got 2 out of 3 pieces we need. Sweet God, we just need a creature. We can get a creature that'll be beautiful. Right. And let's foretell. Black, white vehicles. I'm still not even familiar with all the vehicles that's in standard. So, I mean, I don't even know if I even seen that one. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, this is Mardu. Got you. Mardu against haste. Oh, okay. I seen Legend play this in Historic. So, he can bring something from the graveyard, attack, and have to. Okay. Oh, he's crewing that already. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get rid of it. Like, I mean, do we? Oh, he gets it. Hey, that's what we needed. We didn't get a land, but, or I guess I should have played my draw to play a land now, but. Yeah, let's go for it. He's just gonna do that whole thing. All right, there's some lands. Discard 1, 2. Well, hey. All right, there's our 2. Come on, what like what's all right, getting hit with 4. I get it. I understand it. And we're going to playing 3 colors, man. That always kills me. All right, let's go ahead and get Jin, and we're gonna flex our juice here. You know, that gin and juice. Oh. All right, so now we got a 5/5 with amazing abilities. Okay. Read the cards. Just read the cards. All right, opponent's going first. We got us. We have 2 out of the 3 pieces again. Like, it's really rare I have all 3 pieces in my opening hand. But we got Star Pupil, so I mean, if he watched my Star Pupil video, he's gonna whoop us hands down. But I'm pretty sure he didn't. So, give him 1. Got you. Oh, there's Tainted. So I think we are. Let's see. Come on, what you guys? This mono white, mono and a white counters. I want to get rid of you because if he's played right the way that I demonstrated in like long time ago video, it's pretty crazy. Come on, what you got? All right, so we're just prolonged just by 1 extra turn, which is nothing. As long as we get our land. I don't want to say it's nothing. Watch us not get a land for like 3 turns. So it's black white. Got you. What does that say? 3 or less from and put it into your hand. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So is it like a low curve, just beat you down type deck? We got a turn. We can go ahead and do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and foretell that. Let's see. I think we need blue. Yeah, so that's black. All right. So I was just a little bit more worried, I guess, with him being a little bit more aggressive. That's why I didn't want to, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, get your big creature out, because I didn't know what he was doing. So I just kind of wanted to play a little bit more defensive. But as I see, if our opponent isn't really doing too much, so it's like we're not worried about him. Not worried about the 3/3. Let's go ahead and play this one. Discard a card. Let's discard Jin. Damn, so it's every turn, huh? Damn. All right, so let's go ahead, get Jin, play this tab, so we have no choice. Well, what you got? All right. I was expecting like an enchantment to take Jin, and I hate those with a passion, because then at that point, I mean, we do have Void Ren, so that just, you know, just prolongs it as, you know, unnecessary. We got Meat Hook Massacre. That's a really good one. But I think, yeah, let's go ahead, pay the 1 extra. Copy the spell. Here. Then we swing it with 5/5. Now, of course, if I would have did the Meat Hook Massacre, that would have taken 3 away from my attack. Then I would be swinging in with a 2, and it's like, do I really want to swing in with a 2/2? Oh, did somebody not read the card? Come on. Any artifacts, buddy? Come on. I'm trying to make this as fair as possible. All right, now we don't have no more spot removal, so yeah, we're just gonna have to. I guess I could have swung in. He wouldn't have blocked. So what else? Let's go ahead. Get our 2. I guess every point counts. I guess whatever. Clarion. Do you got a second spell? I know you got a second spell. Go ahead and play your second spell. All right. So our opponent he has a board presence. He's not making this walking apart. All right. Let's go ahead and double the spell. We need some cards here. Discard you. Beautiful. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and discard that. We get it back. And I think I'll wait till next turn. I could avoid, you know, Clarion, but I kind of want to, you know, as greedy as it may sound, so I want the double. I want it to copy the spell, so, you know, you just got to just wait the next turn. And or maybe he has something else. So, all right, let's go ahead, destroy you for sure, and then destroy you. All right, so you see how that went down. You know what I'm saying? Like we could have did it last turn, but I want more value out of my cards. So we just gotta wait a turn. Oh shoot, I was gonna say he doesn't get anything, but I guess he gets that. I guess it's so, you know. We'll take the one. Damn it, he got us. Let's come on. I wanted, come on, we were supposed to keep going. The game wasn't even close to being over. I needed to get all my creatures on a battlefield, but let's just go on to the next one. I guess I can't get what I want, you know, but you're gonna get what you want, and we're gonna go to the next one. Let's go. All right, so our opponent's going first. We got a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and go with it. Can never have a perfect opening here, so let me turn that down a little bit, just a little bit. Don't want to blow my ears out. All right, let's go ahead and drop that. Turn 2 for tail. Turn 3 mending and acidity. Bam, bam. All right, so we draw one more card, and then we're gonna draw 2. And well, that's 3 cards. We should be able to get something. Come on. Okay, I haven't seen that in a minute. All right, there it is. There it is. All right, we'll go ahead and pass turn. We got to take the 4. We'll take it. Now, if you had like some crazy pump spell, of course, we'd have to just take it out. But come on, don't play nothing. Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, I really. What is it? Ward 1. We can so take that out. But we're gonna stick to the plan. We're gonna stick to the plan. Let's go ahead. Drop dust. Oh, we need 2. We'll drop a massacre. Cause we got some spot removal here. Let's go ahead and get a black source. All right, bye to the 1 drop, which is not going to give. Okay. Oh, I thought it gave that ward. I'm tripping. All right, discard a card, lose 4 life. Now we back into the game. We back. So we're gonna get hit with 5. I know he is itching to swing. All right, so it's a Dungeons and Dragons. Which one is he trying to complete? Okay, so it's a simple one. It's nothing too much. So he's gonna swing in. Yeah, I got you. That's it. This one. All right, so we're gonna have to. I don't think we need double blue. We got a lot of blue, so we'll just go with that. Could drop this for 3. Kill the 2 for sure. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We don't need him venturing off into no more dungeons and all that crazy stuff. So we'll get rid of that next time for sure. Interesting. All right, I'm just curious to see, he's holding up the green, so let's see if he has any protection spells. He doesn't. All right, cool. Get it out the way. We'll go ahead, pass turn. We got 6. We need 1 more land. I don't want to. Come on, give me. That's not a land. Go ahead, foretell. All right, let's pass turn. If we got a hard cast, Mr. Dust, we gonna do so. What that costs 4. That costs 3. Come on. Throw it on. There it is. Our opponent's tapped out. All right, let's go ahead. We are sure. What is it? Ward 1, right? Gotcha. There it is. Oh my god, that scared me for a second. I was like, wait, what's going on here? I want my opponent to let's see, we'll discard. I want my opponent to discard also. What do you got in your hand, huh? Is it a creature? Ooh, that would have been nasty. All right, but as you see, do you see the clue? Do you see him able to draw some cards here? That's not cool. Let's go ahead and swing in for 5. What's the verdict? You gonna kill it? You ain't gonna do it. You ain't got the. Ah, there it is. All right, let's see what we can get real quick. All right, so we got some juicy stuff in the graveyard. With 2 basic lands. All right. All right, come on, give me something good. That's not what I wanted. All right, pass turn. We're so close, man. We're so close to finishing this game. All right, there's that's what we needed right there. Well, yeah, we'll just go. Let's bring you back. Our opponent definitely can play the war cost. I just did that just so we can get some of our instants and sorcery spells that we're gonna be needing. Yeah, that's gross. What the hell was that? All right, down to 6. Did our opponent flood out? He sure did. I think that's a 4-game win streak right there. 4-game win streak. That's beautiful. Let's go to the conclusion. Let's talk about this build and is it really worth it? Let's go. All right, guys. So thank you for watching this video and making it to the end. And if you made it to the end, you're pretty awesome. You know what I'm saying? Despite of what anyone has ever told you, you're a pretty awesome person. But for the most part, to be honest, with this build, I like it. It's really fun. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you like that adrenaline rush where, you know, your opponent's just beating you down. You're waiting to the last minute to pull your Death Scar or Doom Scar, whatever you got to play. That's really... Man, people being loud outside. Okay. It's a really fun build. Of course, if you're going against a mono red aggro or the green white enchantment build where turn 2 or even turn 1 is crucial. Turn 2, turn 3, those 3 turns could have you below 10 health. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to make sure that you have at least a Meat Hook or a Doomscar in your opening hand. Of course, playing Arena, playing Magic in general, you're not going to always have every card that you need at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to play defensively, make sure you have a board wipe or some spot removal at hand. Sometimes you're going to play the other half of your deck. You're not going to see a creature till like turn 6, turn 7, where you can just already hard cast this. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's a really solid build. And like I said, I'm not really 100% familiar with building decks like this. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys have any tips or tricks to make this build better, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments and let's have a conversation. But like always, it's your boy BlkHammer, and I will see you guys in the next video you're watching right now. Peace.